Welcome back, Littles and Jelly Spoons, to Dougietorial. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Tenchu 2, Birth of the Stealth Assassins, and to go alongside my retrospective review of the game, which you can watch. There is a link in the description down below. There will also be a link at the end of the video. I thought, why not do a playthrough of Rikimaru's campaign? So, here we go. Okay, so as I say, we're going to play Rikimaru, but there is Ayame, just in case you want to know what she looks like. There you go, good old Ayame. Yeah. I do have issues with Ayame's character development in this game, but I'm sure we'll get onto it.
It is the age of the warring state.
I feel, as is tradition, I need to talk over the scrolling intro. There are a lot less of these scrolling intros in Tenchu 2. The eagle-eared of you may have noticed that's not Robert Belgrave, can't remember now, doing the voiceover this time. It is indeed Earl Boone. And if you don't know who Earl Boone is, probably best known as Dr. Peter Silberman from the Terminator films.
I don't see any choice but to recommend to the review board that you stay here for another 6 months.
Here we are, Tenchu 2. The first thing everyone should notice is, oh my god, it's daytime. And this is indeed a CG cutscene, an in-game cutscene, as they are called.
You have learned much, but I would expect that from one raised from childhood to be an Azuma ninja.
Good old Master Shiunsai there, voiced by Paul Eddings, who people probably know as Colonel Roy Campbell from the Metal Gear series.
What's the matter, Snake? You out of shape from all that dog mushing? Then climb down and proceed north.
Okay, perform all for... okay, so the training level in Tenchu 2 is split into two areas. The training course, which we're about to see a little bit of. Here we are, the training course in the Azuma village. Lovely. Open world Azuma village. There we are. And yes, it is daytime. Have a look around there. So the Azuma village and the first part of the training course is very much an area where you can explore. It gives you, as it said, 4 little areas that are signposted like this that will teach you the basics of movement, combat, and knife throwing and swimming, because you can swim in this game. So it's just sort of making you more confident and aware of what the controls are. They're not that different from Tenchu 1, so I think I'm just going to make my way up to Master Shiunsai's house that's up here on the cliff. Grappling hook out. Bang. And let's go straight in and see what he's got to say.
Test my strength, Master.
Is it just me, or did Rikimaru kind of run in like that?
You are strong, Rikimaru, but you have much to learn before you can be a ninja.
First thing you need to assume, Rikimaru, is that every single floorboard you stand on is actually a trapdoor in disguise.
Come back when you can survive as a ninja.
Or just survive in general. So this is the training level. The test from the master: look out for traps, sometimes auto conceals another path, and find a way out of the underground cavern or whatever it said at the end there. Okay, so this is the training level for Tenchu 2. And I guess the most obvious question is, which is better?
There's only one way to find out.
As I wait for this guy not to be facing my direction, I'll tell you. Personally, for myself, I like how they made this more bombastic and a little bit sort of grander. Let's just get this guy. Oh, that's another thing. Little slow motion death cutscenes. And another thing I didn't mention there, yes, you can now pull your sword out and sheath it as well. If you sheath it, it basically means you can move a little bit quicker. Yeah. You can also grab enemies and drag them as well as search them. But I don't think any of the enemies in the training course have anything of anything to search off of. Okay. So yeah, sorry. Back to what I was saying about the training level as it compares to the training level in the first game. Personally, I think I prefer Tenchu 1's training level. The bit at the end, of the first one, the sort of courtyard, not dissimilar to this section here, where you start above it and you have to get across it. Right, these chaps. Now, as far as I can remember, the way to do these is basically to do them quite quickly. So I'll go for him first.
So crawl this way into this corner. If I remember rightly, a few years ago, what I used to do is crawl in this corner so you can see.
Can I? Oh, fuck. Get him.
So the archer is looking away now.
And then get the archer before he turns around. You'd think you'd have heard that, really, wouldn't you?
Get him.
What? Hey! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Don't you throw your bows at me, bitch.
Yeah!
And there are the two guards, one archer and one patrolling guard. I always think that takes a genuine amount of skill to do, and it's why I think I always prefer the first game's training level over this one. That's not to say that I don't like this training level. I do. I think there's a lot to enjoy out of this training level. Right. There's this guy in here. There he is. He's going to turn and face me, isn't he? He's going to turn and face me. Yes, he is. Go on, bugger off. Go on. You'll see me if I move. I'm not going to move. Go on. There he is. Okay, you've turned that way. Going to kill you. That is another thing that is quite prevalent in this game. Little death animation glitches. Sorry. I've realised that the floorboards ahead of me are a trap. If you stand on them for too long, they fall to the ground. This is also a trap. You can see that there's a section up there. Where's that section? Oh, that section. We'll come to that section later. But yeah, I don't know if there's any better way of doing this. I've always just kind of got around this trap by doing this. I'm just roly-polying up here. As far as now, this, where is he? Oh, there he is. This enemy, this guard, is a right swine, because he basically teaches you that the guards can very quickly, without question, suddenly turn around, and he'll do it now. Look, he's going that way. Suddenly turns around, looks back. But I know from practice that his path ends here. Let's see. Nice. Bit of a poser at Rikimaru, isn't he, really? Okay. It's another trap that I'm just going to jump over. I don't think you can actually see it, but there are little gas jets or smoke jets in each side of there. They come out if you fall down there and pacify you. That mound of earth there is a mine. Yes, you wouldn't believe it, but it is a mine. It sticks out like a sore thumb in the training level. There are some levels later on in the game where you completely forget that there are mines and roll over them. Ooh, you see me? Not for long. Skadoosh! Nice. your sword away, Rikimaru. Okay. Yes, indeed, the arrow is telling us to go up, and that's the way we need to go. If we go straight ahead, there is another trap and another guard, and we fall down that hole that we saw just before the area where I did the roly-polies. Yeah, sort of comes back on itself. But what we need to do is go up here, cross here, take a dive, splish splash. See there? Everyone's aware. And this is what swimming's like. It's a fairly simple swimming mechanic. Just have to be careful if you come out of the water with too much force, you do a massive jump, which is handy in some cases, and every so often gives your position away completely. Again, this is where the game was talking about water conceals a hidden path. I don't think I've ever done the game where I go along the top. Right. Be quiet because he has got to... Excuse me. He's got to face the other way. I pressed the dive button and not the get out of the water button, so I'm going to have to wait again. That's what Tenchu is really, just a lot of waiting around, isn't it? Here we go, up and skadoosh. Nice. Sword away. This section here is kind of, I guess, comparable to the courtyard bit in the first training level, because if you're not careful, you come out of the water too loud. This guy here, this little son of a bitch, that I've just done a good job of slitting the throat of in classic Rikimaru style, he hears you and stays on alert for a long time, and it makes... Thanks. Just as I'm coming to the end. This is the last dude. Come on, I'm going to take him out to dinner, perhaps. Nice 4-course meal. I can never remember which way round he goes, or if his patrolling pattern is a bit random. But he's not facing me, so... Deader. Nice. There we go, little glitch there. And as is tradition for myself, I'm going to grab him and carry him out the final door as a present for Master Shiunsai. There we go, level complete. Thank you very much. I should really turn my phone off for the remainder of this playthrough.
You have survived the training.
I have indeed.
You are now an Azuma ninja, Rikimaru. But you still have much to learn.
Sure
I am honored to serve Master Shiunsai.
Expert Ninja, excellence, there we go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the training level, episode 1 of Tenchu 2, Birth of the Stealth Assassins, and we'll see you tomorrow for episode 2. Bye for now. Thank you so much for checking out my playthrough of Tenchu 2 Birth of the Stealth Assassins. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave me a comment down below and click the old like button. If you'd like to know more about Tenchu 2, I've done a 20th anniversary retrospective review, which you can click on here, or click over here for some very British humour indeed.